EMAS, the Mobile School for Water and Sanitation, trains local technicians in water and sanitation techniques. They work mainly as small family businesses and offer their services to their mainly rural clients. Here we are drilling a well with the EMAS method. 3 strong men are needed for drilling, but all family members support with non-qualified jobs like carrying water. So the risk in not finding water is shared. The price of 1 meter borehole including casing and hand pump is between 8 and 10 US dollars. During one day drilling, often 30 meters are reached depending on soil. Only sedimentary soils without stones can be drilled, but even hard laterite layers can often be passed. EMAS trains drilling in the suction method, the standard method, and in special drilling options. With this simple self-made drilling rig, 1 or 2 drillers can make a well. Here an EMAS drilling equipment with a ladder-like drilling tower, hand pump, short drill stems and drill bit. An EMAS pump is a self-made hand pump. It can be made as a high pressure pump, as the mainly used standard pump, and as the quantity pump. The valves are made of glass marbles, PVC pipe pieces, a piece of rope or car tire as piston ring. The EMAS standard pump can lift water directly from a 25-meter deep well up to a household storage tank. Different types of pedal pumps, but also a high pressure pump which can lift water up to a hill of 80 meters. Within 1 minute, a 20-meter long EMAS pump can be installed. The cost of this pump is around 60 US dollars. Here we see a hand dug well where 2 EMAS pumps are installed. One pump is delivering the water directly to the household storage tank. Nowadays, EMAS trains using solar power for pumping. A universal motor of an angle grinder drives here with 48 volt from the panel the EMAS pump. A solar DC motor can be connected to a robust household pump. This pump sucks water out of the well. In case the water table is too deep for suction, the pump is lowered in a dry shaft. With a manual airlift, water can be extracted of an EMAS well. The advantage is that no moving part is inside the well. Instead of the inflator, also a small compressor driven by solar power or an engine can be used. Often we find a dirty and dangerous well without lining. This well here is about to collapse because the wall is washed out. Inside a perforated ferrocement tank and the stone layer around, the water is stored clean and safe. The rest of the well is refilled with earth. An EMAS pump gives the clean drinking water. The EMAS underground system is the core part of a rainwater harvesting system. It is practically a plastered, bottle-like earth hole. The neck is narrow, so the dome-like slab is not heavy. A standard cistern is 4 meters deep and contains about 7,000 liters of cool, fresh water. The filter retains dirt from the roof and the ventilation avoids water from spoiling. Its hemispheric shape at the bottom permits easy washing. EMAS underground cisterns can be also made in pure sand. The material cost of a standard cistern, including pump, is around 100 US dollars. Instead of an underground cistern, Also, a ferrous cement tank can be made for water storage. Mainly we use it for irrigation. EMAS drains, the classic type, but also this one where a temporary inner form is used. Our tanks contain between 3000 and 6000 liters. The small tanks are cheap and easy to build. They are used for many purposes like for household water storage, as a filter case, as an added volume in an improved hand dug well, as a septic chamber for a toilet, but also as a grain storage. An EMAS latrine is most of the day odorless, but it is also nice, comfortable, hygienic and inexpensive. A black chimney outside, which is facing east, causes a draft which extracts all bad smells. During construction, the cubicle looks wobbly, but once it is fixed with cement, it becomes firm and stable. For making the toilet seat, an earth form is plastered with cement mix. Once the cement is hard, the earth is taken out. The high model has a permeable septic chamber which can be emptied. The low model can be moved as a whole to a new pit. For more construction details, please watch the EMAS movies on YouTube and the EMAS Bolivia. The same cubicle we use for latrines, we also use for shower. As you can see, the cubicle is quite resistant. On top, there are a cold water tank, a hot water tank, and partly the solar panel with a total weight of about 200 kilograms. In most parts of the world, firewood, charcoal, electric power or gas is used for showering after work, what finally emits carbon dioxide. EMAS is working since over 40 years with self-made solar heaters and has in its program 3 different types. Here a very simple system using a box with glass cover, black painted bottles and a bucket where the shower water is mixed. This self-made solar heater uses cut glass bottles as reducer and light PVC pipes. It is night frost resistant. It does not need a warm water storage tank because inside the 2-inch pipes stay about 30 liters hot water, which is warmed up several times a day. In case warm water is needed in the morning, an insulated warm water tank can be installed. This is a more professional model made of 2 mm steel sheets. We use it for room heating, but also for warm water. The warm water tank is protected against corrosion with a sacrifice anode. The hot water buffer tank contains about 1000 liters. The heat is blown with the car radiator into the room. When you handle so many water technologies, then irrigation systems become part of it. EMAS trains only the hydraulic part, starting with well drilling, making the proper EMAS pump, or designing a solar pumping system. Later, building the ferrocement tanks for storing, and finally the watering. Here we use drip irrigation or sprinklers. Also a furrow irrigation with pedal pump and flush tank is a good option for people with little money. In all our practical training, water treatment at household level is an issue. disinfection of rainwater in a cistern, filtering water with an effective and self-made filter, how to remove bad taste of the water from a well, and how to remove iron of the water. Wastewater also can be treated with a small horizontal or vertical earth filter. Actually, the first part of a training before making the pumps, trainees learn how to make couplings, pipe reduction, elbows, T-pieces and threads. Things which can be very useful for a plumber. In some training, we teach how to make and how to use a water hammer for pumping. The water is mainly used for irrigation, but also sometimes for household use. Wind turbines are nowadays more expensive than solar panels and also need more maintenance. In the past, these windmills had a good demand.